Hello everyone and welcome to a new video about the satisfactory world. Some things have changed, as you can see. In the last video we talked a lot about making some really nice roofs, and those are no longer there. So we'll talk about what happened there, but first there's a whole new thing that has appeared here. So what is happening here? You see there's some items moving there. Maybe if we zoom in we can see what is happening. So it looks like we're getting some biomass, some biofuel going into some biomass burners here. That means we finally have power. Oh my god. So we made another pit, just like we did with the concrete setup here. There's another pit. So this one is making concrete, and you know, it was nice and all, but it wasn't powered. So now it's powered. And usually, for those of you starting out, saying like, okay, I usually make 1 or 2 biomass burners, and then I make some more when I need more power. True, I only need 1 or 2. Currently, I have 2 of them running. You see the ones with the green light in the back there? 2 of them are running, and the rest are, they're disabled. So, you know, if I click on these, right, on standby. So they're just on standby. If we look at our power potential is now at 120 megawatts. So that'll last me a little bit longer, because currently we're still at, yeah, I think we're peaking at around maybe 20. So we can build quite a few machines now running on biomass. So we'll last a while. I tend to, in my previous playthroughs at least, add little bit biomass burners, build some machines, add more biomass burners, build some machine, add more biomass burners, until I can't keep feeding it with biofuel anymore, because you have to cut logs, so you have to cut wood, right, and turn it into biomass, which you can turn into biofuel, which I'm putting in here. Yeah, at some point when you have all of these running at the same time, you're just like, you stop having time to make buildings, and you're just making biofuel. And at that point, I think you need to move over to a different power setup. So that's why I've just built all 24 here, just to prepare for that situation. Until then, we're just gonna enable more and more as we need, as we go. But I can tell you guys where this mass here, where this is coming from. So that's coming from an area up here, where we have 3 containers that we can put stuff into. So the first container we can put wood into. There's some wood in there. The second one is mycelia. We can put some mycelia in there. And the third one we can put leaves in. And those all get turned into, through constructors here, turned into biomass. They all go on just a one big belt here with biomass. There we go. I've upgraded this to make 2 belts, so it goes a little faster. And then we got biofuel being made here, and that's what's powering the situation right now. So yeah, that's great. That's great. With all these machines, we had a bunch of wires to power all of them going everywhere, right? And yeah, that was a lot of power poles to set up with the previous power poles that we had. And so I have spent some time as well to get some caterium. I've scanned for caterium ore like this. And there was a caterium node over there. We'll have to make a mining situation at some point. But to be able to unlock make 2 power poles. What make 2 power poles allow you to do is you can have 7 power connections on 1 power pole. So that just means that we don't have to have that many power poles everywhere. And we can have every now and then. You know, if you have 4 connections with the make 1 power pole, then it's pretty much, yeah, like connect 1 machine, connect 2 machine, connect the input, and connect the next power pole, and your connections are done. But now we can connect like 5 machines, and then the previous and the next power pole, and then we're at 7. So that makes things a little bit better. So make 2 power poles definitely coming in nice. Okay, let's talk roofs, because the whole last video was about roofs, and I didn't make I removed all the roofs and make new roofs. Why is that, you asked? Well, I had this great idea about making like a pyramid slant so that the light came in. And the roof was like taller on one side so that we could have the light coming in from that side. So I tried scaling that up, because these machines are a little bigger. These buildings here, you know, we had like 6 constructors in the past. but now we have like 20 of them, right? The biomass burners, there are 24 of them here. So this one is pretty large. So I tried to put that pyramid roof on here, and I noticed that it still ended up being dark. I was like, huh, why is it still dark in here? I thought this was gonna let in light from the side, but turns out no. The sun angle is so steep that even if you make a 45-degree angle into your building all the way to the end, it will not be lit up. It will just be dark. Most of it will be dark. Like, yeah, the first two, maybe 3 foundations will have light. The light is coming in. But, like, that means that all of that over there, all of that is still going to be dark. So I decided to go for a different strategy. Instead, what we're doing now is that we are down in here. We are having these little openings in the roof everywhere, kind of in a V pattern. We'll look at it from above in a second. It's easier to understand from above. But basically, they're a little bit everywhere so that you get all these like tiny areas of light. So we have like little bits of light coming here, bits of light coming here. And I've done this on all the roofs. So that one is also updated. So let's go look at that one and see what the light is looking at like in there. And that just makes it so it's not just one big dark mess in there. That just means that like every now and then there's some light coming through, and that lets your eyes adjust a little bit better to what is happening with all the machines in here. Eventually we'll get lamps which can enhance this even further, but for now, having the little bits of lights everywhere, oh, it's just so much better, so that it's just not like super dark in here. That's great. That's great. So this has been working out really well. Let's look at what this look at from above. So in the camera mode, you can now press R. So that's P to enter the camera mode and R to decouple the camera. So now I can basically fly. Look, that's me right there. This is my skin. Whoop. And you can even hide the UI with T. There we go. Look at that. Look, we almost look like we have a crown on here. Beautiful. Okay. Then let's look at the roof. So this is what the roof looks like from above, and if we get to the corner, it's easier to see. So see how they're kind of like boxes? They're kind of like squares. If you guys know what a fractal pattern is, like a pattern that infinitely repeats itself, right? Like you can zoom infinitely far in and you keep seeing more and more. It kind of looks like that. So we still have the ideas from the previous video where we noted that the sun came up on that side of the world, went across the sky that way, because right now it's there, right? And it's going down somewhere over there. So instead of making, I don't know if you've seen factory roofs, but factory roofs usually have these like long, you see them in shopping malls often as well, like big facilities that need some light in there, where you have these like long, straight, kind of like parts of the roof where you need to let the light come in. So instead of having long straight ones, I did that at first to test. What I noticed is that when the sun is where it is right now, say I had the opening going all the way this way, all of them were going this way. That would be great for where the sun is right now. But if the sun is coming up in the morning, then that would be blocking. So it'd be no sun in the morning, but sun in the evening. And that's not what we want. We want both the best worlds. The opposite. And so we have this V where in the evening, which right now it's letting in light from one side, from one angle, left to right, and in the morning it's front to bottom here, where we're letting in light, and that's working really well, I think. So let's just look at that one more time from above here. So we're getting like a set of light in there. We're getting one here. We're getting some there. So there's like little bits of light everywhere now, and this feels really good. So I think this is what I'll be doing going forward for all the factories. The next factories that we're going to make are, so this is giving me power. We have power now. But what has been taking a long time is handcrafting the metal plates for this. So I would really like to smelt some iron ore into iron ingots, first of all. And then maybe into plates later, but I don't think we'll get to that in the next video. Let's just start with just smelting. So here we're getting a bunch of iron ore out. Let's smelt that into ingots. All right. And yeah, so this is kind of what a smelting, what a ore mining setup looks like, and we're gonna do a smelting mining setup. So yeah, I'm excited. So I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Thank y'all for hanging out. come watch the stream if you haven't. There's usually a stream right after the YouTube video goes up, so it should be live in a second. Yeah, okay, see you there. All right, later.